This is a tutorial sequence for side plank pose with your top leg lifted. Let's begin in child's pose. Come down to your knees, bring your feet together, sit back on your heels, and stretch your torso forward onto your mat. Close your eyes and begin to connect to your breath. Start to deepen your breath. Observe how your rib cage expands as you inhale and your belly hollows as you exhale. Cultivate a smooth, steady, and full breath. Stretching your hands forward. With your next inhale, rock to your hands and knees, all fours. Place your wrists beneath your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide. Look down and see that the creases of your wrists are parallel to the front edge of your mat. Walk your knees apart beneath your hips and begin to ground into the floor, spreading your weight from the heels of your palms throughout the knuckles and fingertips. Draw the navel into your spine, firming your core, lengthen through both ends, tailbone, and the crown of your head. Lifting from your inner right thigh, with an inhale, straighten your right leg behind you, parallel to the floor. Spreading your toes wide, turn your outer right hip and right knee towards the ground, spinning your inner thigh up towards the ceiling. With your next inhale, stretch your left arm forward, turning the palm towards your right. Reaching through the fingertips, lengthen with each breath in, and draw the navel up towards your spine with each breath out. Feel your energy rooting down through your right hand, lifting your belly away from the floor. Keep flexing the right foot, pushing back through your right big toe mound. Open the right hip and turn your right foot out to the right side, stretching your left arm to the left to counter your balance. Take 3 full breaths here, rooting down with your right hand and lifting up through your navel. Look on the floor about 2 feet ahead and lengthen the back of your neck, drawing your shoulder blades down the back. Take 1 more full breath here. Next inhale, stretch your arm and leg forward and back. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, hand and knee to the floor. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow. Breathing in, lift your chin and tailbone to the sky, pressing your heart forward. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Firming the belly, exhale, round the spine, pressing the ground away with each hand. 2 more. Inhale, send your heart forward, tailbone up. Exhale, draw your belly in, rounding your spine. Inhale, heart forward, collarbones broaden. Exhale, contract the abdomen. Relax to a neutral spine. Spreading the fingers, press the ground away as you lift the belly, firming your core. Look on the floor ahead. From your inner left thigh, straighten your left leg back. Flexing the foot, energize the muscles in your leg. Lift through your inner left thigh and turn your outer left hip down. Next, inhale, reach your right arm forward, drawing your shoulder blades down the back, lengthen the sides of your neck. 2 more breaths here. Pressing the ground away through your left hand, feel the strength of your belly lifting to support your back. Still flexing your left foot, open the left leg to the left and stretch your right arm out to the right. Taking 2 more full breaths. Inhale, lengthen forward and back. Exhale, lower your hand and knee to the floor. Spreading the fingers wide, sealing your palms flat, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths to make some organic movements, pedaling your feet in place to loosen the backs of your legs, swiveling your hips side to side to open the outer hips. Relax your neck and gaze towards your feet. Step them as wide as your hips, parallel. Lifting your tailbone high. Press the ground away and lift the shoulders away from the ears. With an exhale, press the tops of your thighs back, sinking your heels towards the back end of your mat. Feel your thighs firm, your kneecaps lift. And with your next inhale, draw the navel to your spine and shift forward to plank pose. Look ahead about 2 feet. Draw the shoulder blades down your back and press your heels further behind you. Firming your thighs, lift your lower belly. Inhale, lift the right leg about 2 inches off the floor, flexing the foot. Exhale, bend your right knee, open it to your outer upper arm, high towards the outer armpit. Inhale, straighten the leg back. Exhale, cross the knee to the opposite upper arm. Staying in plank. Inhale, straighten the leg back. Exhale, bend the knee towards your nose, rounding your spine, puff up your middle back. Inhale, straighten the leg. Keeping it lifted, shift forward and lower halfway to 4-limbed staff pose. Exhale all the way to the ground. Fan your toes as you press each onto the floor. Straighten the legs as you spin your inner thighs towards the sky. Firming the legs, relax the glutes, and reach your arms behind you, hooking your thumbs into bound locust pose. With an inhale, lift through your chest, draw your shoulder heads down, and press the heart forward as you look ahead on the ground. Lifting your knees, stretch your heels back, spinning your inner thighs up, wrap your outer thighs down. 2 more breaths. With each inhale, lengthen forward through your heart center and back through your tailbone and heels. Feel the belly firm. 1 more inhale, lift. Exhale, release your hands alongside your floating ribs. Tuck your toes. Lift back to downward facing dog. Here, step your feet together. Spread your fingers wide. With an inhale, shift to plank. Begin to shift your weight more into your left hand, rolling to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your feet together and reach your right arm high to the sky. Feel length from the crown of your head reaching forward, through your tailbone and heels reaching back. Draw the navel into your spine and lift the navel towards your heart. Rooting down through your left hand, reach high through your right fingertips. Take one more breath. Keep your belly engaged as you lower your right hand back to plank pose, making your way to your second side. Press through the heels, feet together in plank, shoulders right above your wrists, spread the fingers wide. Pressing the ground away, firm the belly in, and shift your weight to the outer edge of your right foot. Stacking your feet, curl your toes towards your face, and reach your left arm high towards the sky. Feel your collarbones broaden as you lengthen through the fingertips. Crown of your head reaching forward. Press back through the heels and feel your tailbone lengthen towards them. 2 more breaths. Feel the support of your abdomen hugging in towards your spine. Slowly lower your left hand and walk your hands towards your feet. Turn your palms face up, sliding them beneath your feet, stepping on your hands. Shift your weight to the balls of your feet as you inhale, lifting the heart, look forward and lengthen your spine. Drawing your shoulders back, exhale, fold deep, bend your elbows wide apart, lift your shoulders away from your ears, relaxing your neck, allow your head to hang freely. Again, inhale, lift the heart, rising halfway up, continue to shift your weight forward, hollow your belly and fold deeper. Last time, inhale, rise halfway, lengthen the spine, firming the thighs as you fold deeper, lift your sit bones to the sky. This time, shake your head no, relaxing your neck, take a full breath in through your nose, open your mouth wide and sigh it out. Releasing your hands to the floor, crawl your palms forward, back to downward facing dog. Step your feet together. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Shoulders above your wrists, look on the ground in front of you, and press back to the heels, firming your thighs. Feel one line from the crown of your head through your tailbone and heels. Keeping your feet flexed, roll to the outer edge of your left foot, back to side plank. Reaching the right arm high, lift away from the floor, rooting down through your bottom hand to rise up through the left hip and right fingertips. Stay aware of your breath, peaceful quality. Bend your right knee towards your chest, still flexing the foot. With your right index and middle finger, hook your big toe and press the right foot forward, straightening your leg. Draw the right shoulder head back into its socket and down away from the ears. Root down through your left hand and open your right leg to the sky. Into side plank pose with the top leg lifted. Continue to lengthen back through your left heel, up through your right big toe mound, forward through the crown of your head, and down through your left palm. Slowly release hold of that right big toe and lower the right foot to meet the left, coming back to plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Place your hands alongside your floating ribs. Peel your shoulders behind the ears, lifting your heart. Inhale to cobra. Soften the shoulder heads down. Lengthen back through the heels, pressing every toenail into your mat. With an exhale, tuck your toes, firm your belly in, lifting your hips back to downward facing dog. Step your feet together and let's prepare for your second side. Draw your navel into your spine. Inhale, shift to plank. Stacking your shoulders above the wrists, look forward, pressing the sternum forward, lengthen back through the heels and firm your legs. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, pressing the ground away with your right palm, lift through the left arm. Feel the support of your abdomen. As you bend the left knee to your chest, use your index and middle fingers to grab your left big toe. Straighten the left leg forward, draw the left shoulder head back, both shoulder blades down towards your hips. Inhale, straighten the left leg to the sky, rooting down through your right hand, rise up through your right hip and left big toe mound. Slowly release the left leg to meet the right. Transition back to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward, hugging your elbows to your side ribs. Exhale, lower halfway down. Flip the tops of your feet into the mat, firming your legs and your belly. Inhale, lift the chest and draw your shoulder blades down, upward facing dog. With an exhale, firm your belly, lifting your hips. Press back through the thighs, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Lengthen your tailbone to the sky. Root your heels towards the earth behind you. With your feet again as wide as your hips and parallel, walk your hands back to your feet, forward fold. This time bend your knees, hold opposite elbows, framing your head with your arms. With your knees bent, shift your weight forward and elongate your spine. Relax your neck, nod and shake your head, floating your shoulders away from your ears. Release the crown of your head towards the ground. From here, heel toe your feet apart, wider than your hips. Bending your knees, turn out your toes and knees into a squat, hovering your sit bones above the ground. Bring your hands together at prayer in front of your heart center, allowing your elbows to splay open your inner thighs as you lengthen your spine, lift through the crown of your head, and broaden wide across your collarbones, softening your shoulder blades down your back. Smoothen your breath. From here, lower your sit bones to the earth, sitting on the ground into butterfly position. Bring the soles of your feet together and splay your knees bent wide apart. Root your sit bones into the earth. Lift your heart towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hollow your belly to your spine and forward fold. Expand your inhales across your lower back. Allow your exhales to soften your outer hips and inner thighs. With an inhale, lift up to sitting. Straighten your legs in front. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time, lying onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest, lifting your head and shoulders round your spine. Take a deep breath in, hold your breath at the top. Sip in a little bit more, and with a big exhale through your mouth, release your arms and legs to the floor. Soften entirely, close your eyes. Allow your eyelids to become heavy. Turn your palms up towards the sky and soften your shoulder heads into the ground. Resting your inner thighs, let your feet splay open naturally. Closing your eyes into your final resting pose.